Okay, so wow. Sorry about that. I had a live stream already up, but I don't know what's wrong with the webcam. Like it won't connect when I first open a live stream, so I had to cancel that live and start over. But thankfully, it is clear outside. There is no rain or cloud coverage, so uh, unless there are tech issues, which I hope there aren't any, we should be good for the night. But yeah, I can't give it a 10. It was a good episode, but it wasn't 10 worthy. Um Simply put, because of the fact that, you know, man, Karen ain't dead. Let's be real. Karen is not dead. One makes for one heck of a cliffhanger, but there is no way she is dead. Just again, props to Ebony. The acting, it was awesome. But the big question is, whose baby is dead? We don't know. I think it is safe to assume it is Zach's baby, but you never know. I think she is just passed out. That is quite possible because at this point, she really hasn't gotten the medical attention or the pain meds or anything. Yeah, I got to give Ebony her flowers, but yeah, everybody else in this episode, they played their roles well. Oh yeah, Dr. Cruz, my hat's off. Asshole, but he plays it well. Man, I love how everybody was on one accord, one band, one sound. Get that Cruz out of here. Get out of here. You got no place in here. Get rid of him. Yeah, he didn't have gloves. Yeah. Zach's baby might live, just don't know. I mean, we don't know. We honestly don't know. Like when we see Zach crashing out and like kicking that cart, we don't know. I mean, we don't know. Because honestly, we know that at one scene, Aaron and Zach are both wearing like the blue, like garments and stuff. So I don't think it would make sense for them to both be in there if Karen is dead. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm glad we can all agree on, that due to the real world implications of how people of a certain skin tone or gender are treated in the medical world. I love how they are drawing attention to that. And like I said, props to Tyler or the writing team, whoever was behind the construction of what we're seeing with Karen right now. Because let's be real, we've been waiting for this moment 6 seasons now. And they know how divisive Karen's pregnancy and the two baby daddy thing is. However, instead of just using these episodes to give us this birth that, we've been dreading, they are using this immense moment that they knew all eyes would be on to put a spotlight on the way Black women are treated in the medical system. So if this was some sort of like long-term plan, I got to give them their props, because season 7 and 8, but the way they're kicking off season 9 by using this show as a platform to highlight the way people are talking. Come on now. Again, hats off. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Do you think Karen actually died? No. It's only episode 2. The balls on Tyler or whoever to kill Karen off. She's not dead. No, I don't believe she is dead. No. Oh yeah, we got over 300 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button, y'all. Hit that thumbs up button. Donate, Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, whatever you want to do. But we are here to talk about it. There really isn't much to talk about, though, because the entire episode is everybody is rightfully pissed off. They are. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm on Twitter and Instagram right now. I want to see if they posted the trailer for next week. I need to see if they posted the trailer. Oh, yeah, because Deval and Kevin are doing a live on Instagram right now. Just bear with me 1 moment. Yo, I love how Miss Lisa, asked Andy, okay, they didn't post a trailer. You know, I'm a bit, and I'm not trying to complain, but I'm a bit puzzled because for the past 2 seasons, you know that every week they would drop like 4 to 6 photos and 1 to 3 clips per episode. And I remember it got to the point where even I was like, okay, they're doing way too much, because by the time the episode airs, we'd seen like 8 to 15 minutes of the episode via clips. But you would think that considering we are finally at Karen giving birth, they would give us something. I mean, I have no idea what ratings look like for last week for the season 9 premiere, but I don't know. I just feel like this is something they should be promoting a bit more. Why was Karen calm when she didn't get any meds? I don't understand why Andy didn't throw her loyal title around to get better results. I don't know. I guess plot. I think one of my favorite scenes was when Sabrina and Andy were talking to Dr. Vaughn, and Sabrina was desperate to get him to help, but of course there's so much red tape that he can't do anything without, legal protocol. So I like how they had Andy there because she's someone who knows the book. So it's like, regardless of how desperate they are for help, they have to follow the rules. So yeah. My only complaint about tonight's okay. Lisa needs to the hospital. Machine said 0. There was 0 number in machine. Sabrina's so ungrateful. I don't even want to talk about the rich stuff because this woman speculating that, oh yeah, the way that he hooked up with Penelope so fast, they were probably doing something behind the scenes for so. No, we don't care about that. Let it go, says the woman who's getting another man's sperm in her egg. I don't care. And like she's so like, I need to stop giving my attention to the wrong men. You use men. See, I ain't gonna hold you. The scene of Sabrina on the phone with Maurice talking about Rich, that's the reason this episode doesn't get a 10. Because I know what that leads to in episode 3 and beyond. I don't give a crap. Let it go. Rich, just let it go. Who cares? Who cares? Fatima might call Madam on that doctor. That will be some wild stuff. I think Aaron's baby passed. Andy lets the doctor know she's a lawyer. Sabrina was not ungrateful when Rich was. Wait, if it showed on TV, I didn't see it. Because as soon as the episode ends, I watch the end credit promo. I close out of the episode on YouTube TV. Then I go live. I love the way Fatima stepping up for Karen. Yeah, this episode really brought. See, this is how you do it, where you have one character who's in a dire situation, and you have everybody else come around. This is not being treated like a joke the same way it was when Karen died in the fire. The way you had all the characters, every single character at that salon, and it made 0 sense, and it just went ahead like a joke. This is serious, and I like it. And I mean, everybody, there was no drama between the kids, any sort of like animosity or anything in the past. They let that go. They are here for Karen and those babies. I like that. Honestly, I did not expect Karen to flatline while her girls were in there. I thought that was something that might happen, like when Dr. Vaughn and that nurse were in there to perform the C-section. But no, this was a ballsy move. It was. I hope they don't kill her off. I would love to see her be a mom. I don't know. Pam is at home. I'm not mad at Andy because of the fact this is a desperate situation. And at this point, doing everything they can is better than nothing being done at all. So I'm not mad at Andy for saying that. I was upset for the way Sabrina just came into the waiting room screaming. But the thing is, this is realistic because everybody, you got to think about it. She just eavesdropped and overheard that her friend might die one of the babies is dead. And remember, her and Danny are both supposed to be godmothers. So I was like, Sabrina, dial it back, because then we know Zach overheard, and it's like, we know how Zach gets, and this is going to be the beginning of a major fallout. Oh, yeah. Side note, I'm glad they did it. They addressed Michael's absence. I guess Heather has a sister, so someone who is reliable. So they swap taking turns, keeping them. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to throw this out here. It's just a theory, but maybe Heather on the legal side, she got her sister to keep them. So maybe Heather has some sort of visitation rights, when it comes to her sister watching him. But either way, at least we know Michael is in good hands. What do you think about the new character, Dr. Vaughn? Hey, good character. Fine actor. Yes, they did address the Michael situation. I wonder when they had time to drop him off at Heather's sister's house. Well, keep in mind, Zach and Fatima were going over the murder suspect board, then Karen came over. So the swap might have happened like that afternoon or that evening. So Michael was probably already gone. Yeah, this is the perfect time based off of black doctors getting laid off and whatnot. That is a good point. I love Dr. Vaughn. Dr. Vaughn is a good doctor. Yeah, also shout out to that one nurse who was like, I don't like how certain demographics are treated, and I do what I can. And I love that, because there are people in a lot of jobs like that where they aren't in a position of power, but they do what they can where they can. They might not be enough to impact full-on change, but at least they're not going to ignore the downtrodden. So she's a all-star. Yeah, SK, that would be interesting though. But I don't think Karen is dead, because we did have that one behind the scenes photo where she and Aaron are at the apartment. So Karen is not dead. There was only 2 doctors. I have no idea. I mean, I'm no hospital expert, but typically when it comes to like the night staff, there really aren't that many doctors and whatnot at night. And so I'm guessing that they were understaffed. But remember, these blackouts. Wait, you say I keep cutting off? You might need to exit the live stream and come back in. On my end, everything is fine. Internet connections at full capacity. Screen isn't frozen. 2 black doctors, I mean. Oh. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah. If they knew about Andy's connections and legal know-how, I bet they would have made Karen a priority. The doctor said the machine was malfunctioning. Screen is black. Hang on a second. I don't know. Yeah. If the screen goes black, you might need to go back out and come back in. That has been a thing in the past, but yeah, on this end, everything is completely fine. Yeah, he was in the waiting room. I mean, I can't tell y'all. It's like me going to Walmart and wondering, hey, how come there's only like 2 black cashiers? I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, side note, earlier today I watched 2 episodes of Keep It Positive, Sweetie. The Tinka Sumner and KJ Smith episodes are really good. And Kirk Franklin on his YouTube channel, because I saw a clip that was on Shade Room and whatnot, of Tyler Perry talking about, telling his family he was cutting him off and whatnot after his mom died. But essentially, it was like a grill, and they had some great food. It was Young Jeezy, Tyler Perry, Kirk Franklin, another guy. That was a great conversation. So go over to Kirk Franklin's YouTube channel. I think it's his most recent video where he has a sit down with Jeezy, another guy, I forgot his name, and Tyler Perry. But yeah, go check that out. Tonight's episode is very emotional. Yeah, I know it's very relatable to people who watched it. Anybody who's dealt with that sort of poor experience at the hospital. I haven't watched the episode yet. Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, you really didn't miss much. I mean, just the confirmation, one baby's a stillborn. Karen's going to need a C-section or she'll die. and then she flatlines at the end of the episode. I'm not going to hold you. We're probably going to be at this hospital for. I've already accepted it might be until mid-season finale. I mean, I'm not complaining, but we know how Tyler Perry stuff is stretched out. And this just goes to show how good the acting is, because I don't think I've seen anyone hate on Karen. It's just been the swap to concern of her well-being. You know, that's some wild stuff. Yeah, we speculated she might die, but I don't think I've seen anybody gleeful for what she's going through. And yet again, that just goes to the writing and the acting for having us give a damn about these characters who most of us have been like dreading for the past several seasons. Yeah, the stillborn could have happened within the past 24 hours. That's crazy. Where's Hayden and Tamara? I don't know. At home, we don't need to check in on everybody just yet. I'm watching it again at 11. Yeah, I might go to bed a little early tonight. I was so irritated watching the episode. Well, that's a good thing. That lets you know they did good with the episode by the way they were handling it. That Dr. Cruz, man, shoot. Look, this is normal. She'll be fine. Like, he don't give a damn. For once, it's not Zach's fault. I want to laugh at that, but it's actually quite sad. Faked. Wait, what? Dr. Cruz needs to go. He's not right. Yeah. That's crazy. Danny should have been in the room with Andy and Sabrina. I like how Danny was out on the front lines. Like her and Fatima, they were out there like trying to make something happen. So I'm not mad at that. Everybody had to play their role. And I mean, this is real. Like not just with pregnancy, but whenever like a person is in the hospital, you got those who are like in their emotions, they're crying and whatnot. You got those who are talking to doctors trying to get something done. If push comes to shove, there are those who have to make the tough calls, like so and so just passed. This is real, and I gotta admit that's why I like these episodes, because this is real. I mean, we could sit up here and say like, why wasn't Danny in the room, or man, Sabrina needed to calm down, or Andy needed to stop grasping at straws, saying we're going to another hospital because of the blackouts. No, everybody acted real. Like not everyone is going to respond to a situation the same way. I mean, there's going to be those who are in their feelings. There are those who are going to be in denial. There are those who are going to be realists. This is some real shit. And I got to admit, this is some good stuff. I just did some research. Tyler confirmed that all the main cast will be back. Yeah, I don't think Ebony is gone. I did see a comment earlier. Somebody said, she's a good actress. She could be in other. She could have been pursuing other projects. Her mom passed and everything. She could be doing. That is very believable, but I don't think Karen's dead. I've dealt with this several times. Yeah, you got to have somebody to step up, because, and this isn't to sound cruel, but some people just, they are locked in, but other people break down. Like, what's the point of everybody crying and nothing's getting done? And it sucks. Because, I mean, I had to deal with that kind of stuff myself. Like, when people pass, like, I'm not a real crier, but Jeremy, what about Jasmine? That is different. I mean, like in situations like that, there are tough calls that got to be made, and one person has to make a phone call, then planning funerals and whatnot. It's like I hold it in. It's like it's unbelievable. Like, it doesn't really sit with me that so and so passed until days after the funeral, and I'm like, dang, because that's some real stuff. If I was part of the circle, I would have been in jail for putting my hands around that doctor's neck. Yeah, I'm probably going to look at their live stream tomorrow. Zach and Aaron, yeah. when they were, I guess Robin is either at the hotel or spending the night in the airport. Aaron is a preacher. Did not hear him pray tonight. Yeah. Exactly. What were they going to get done by sitting in the room? Yeah, I mean, and that sounds harsh, but that is reality. It's reality, because it's like when they wanted Karen to tell the doctor, switch doctors, do it. She was hurt because she just got the news one of her babies is dead. So yeah, it's just like on Beyond the Gates, dealing with like Nicole having a fallout with everybody regarding the Martin secret. There are those who look at things logically, like Danny just happy that her father and nephew are okay. Nicole is upset she was kept in the dark, but even worse that she wasn't allowed to be there to support her son. So I love how just real this stuff is. So just props, flowers all around. Everybody's doing their thing. I'm still mad you killed Jasmine though, but yeah, everybody's doing their thing. Yeah, you were screaming at the TV. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was completely unexpected. And I did see reports he and his like 8-year-old daughter were swept up in a current, and some sources are saying he went down trying to save her life. And that just makes, and this was on a family vacation too. That, man. Somebody said they don't make Robin disappear like in season 5. I don't know. Yeah. If you haven't, my other channel, My Kind of Entertainment, you're like, Jeremy, you reviewed the first 30 episodes of Beyond the Gates. Where did they go? Episode 31. My backup channel, My Kind of Entertainment. That's the channel that's non-Tyler Perry. Because I figured Beyond the Gates wasn't doing so well on this channel, and I figured it might be the algorithm. So as soon as I went over to the other channel, things looking up. No, I have not reviewed today's episode yet. I'll get to that by morning. Bear with me. Oh, yeah, and tomorrow, I think tomorrow is the mid-season of Divorced Sisters. So tomorrow you got Beyond the Gates, Sisters review, Divorced Sisters. There's a lot of stuff coming. I believe Tamara is supposed to be in season 9. Yeah, all is not realistic because we as a human would not let a doctor just ignore us like that. You're not wrong, but you know, yeah. I wish you was live during the episode. I need somebody to talk to. News said he went out alone very early. Yeah, it's like each part of the day there have been updates, you know. You got to go to Instagram to the official Sisters page. That's where the DeVal and Kevin live stream is. Zakisha Mott, that I almost chuckled at that. Okay. I think it was Good Morning America or somebody that posted it. Like I said, I was scrolling and I saw it. This was like right before, no lifeguards in Costa Rica. See, my ass can't swim, so I ain't getting in no water. Like, I might walk on the beach and that's it. Like, I ain't getting in no water. I know. I could be wrong, but and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Naya Riviera, she parked her vehicle and left her son in it. Wait, no. Her and her son went out on like a boat, right? And I know she went underwater. I can't remember. Because I don't think Naya was like trying to say, yeah, he was in the boat. Her boat. This was like what, 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah. Aaron's baby's probably light skinned, and we already know Zach is dark skinned. She saved her son for drowning. She drowned saving him. I gotta go back and look at that story because I don't know. Yeah, I love how Fatima and Danny were ready to tear that place up. They were not playing any games. They were not. Yeah, she left in her. Yeah. Because I thought the story was like she just went underwater. Because I don't think there were ever any reports that her son was in danger. 5 years ago. Holy crap. Sheesh. The situation was 2 years ago. Mid-season already. Episode 7 unloaded. Yeah, I didn't like how Naomi went off on everybody. That was uncalled for. I love the Fatima and Danny duo. Yeah, they were about to turn that place out. Did Karen die? She flatlined. So we don't know. What a heck of a way to close out the episode, though. One heck of a way to close out the episode. I didn't ignore you. I've already said I don't know where Pam is. I love how all the characters were there. Yeah, that was the best part. Everybody was there with the same goal to protect Karen at all costs. Because, I mean, if they didn't stand up for their friend, I don't know who was. I don't know who's going to do it. Holy crap, my electric bill is $20 higher this one. Whew. But then again, had to run the AC a lot. Yeah, somebody to Anika and divorced sisters. Oh, Lord, please, nothing bad happened to her. I never feel sorry for any of these women. Zach is in dark skin. I don't know. I read that Fatima was going to be moving out. Yeah, I think in like episode 7 or something. There's no doubt going to be some fallout because remember, there is the scene in the trailer for the season where Zach is at home, like with some coffee or whatever, and he's breaking down. Yeah, this episode was good, but it was just really sad because, man, there are just so many layers to it. I mean, and that's the thing. This episode was very simplistic in what was happening, but there were so many layers to it, from the dismissive staff to those who want to help, but they're bound by restrictions because of seniority and whatnot. And not to mention legal tape. And you could tell Dr. Vaughn wanted to help, but like, hey, my job, like, I can't do anything. Focus on the night's episode. That's right. Karen felt so bad. Wasn't Zach in there with Karen? I think my thing is, I wonder, pre-flatlining, who would have been the two people in the room during the C-section? Would it have been Aaron and Miss Lisa? Zach and Aaron? I don't know. The doctor role wasn't real enough. It was missing something. The doctor said that two people could be in there. Why wouldn't it be Zach and Aaron? I don't know. Sorry. Gnat flying around. Where's Miss Marie? I don't know. I still think she was the one that got Jasmine out of jail, but we'll probably never know. To think there are women experiencing this in real time. Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw Ashley Miller review all the episodes too, because they're that good. You think about Geneva, the cheating wife. You're not wrong, because we know how Zach is when he crashes out, and for the sake of her and their baby, she needs to step away. I think Dr. Vaughn might be a love interest for one of these women. You're thinking about the military movie 6888. I felt bad for Miss Lisa. Aaron and Zach will be in the delivery room. Yeah, because they're wearing those blue jumpsuits. It would be crazy if Zach was taking care of Aaron's baby the whole time, if Karen never told Aaron. They better do the DNA. No dragging their feet and none of that. Like, let's get real. Don't make it where Karen is the only one in the room. Like, the fathers need to know which baby's dead, and just know that crap. I love Sisters, and it seems like it. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but it does seem to be the start of a promising season, which was very much needed after season 7 and 8. And no, I still have no idea when or if the Oval will be coming back. Just to put that out there, I have no idea. Oh man. It's supposed to be a hot week. Non-stop sunshine and in the 90s. But cut the grass on Monday, so I don't have to worry about being out there. Have me cracking up over there. They said earlier it was going to be Zach's. That's the first thing I thought. The two fathers should be in the room. The Oval just needs to be canceled. No season 7. Dr. Vaughn is Andy's love interest. What about Ruthless? No clue. Okay, according to Baller, I'm on Instagram. According to Baller Alert, Surfer saved Malcolm's 8-year-old daughter as Rip Current claim actors. Okay, so yeah, there were no lifeguards, but a bunch of civilians in the water did come to their aid. And yeah. I mean, it didn't really take 9 seasons. She told Zach she was pregnant at the end of season 3. So more like 6 seasons or 5 and some change. Fatima did a great job standing on business. No, Penelope was not in the episode. No clue what's going on with Fatima's baby yet. But if memory serves, isn't she supposed to have a baby bump in Zatima season 4? I can't believe next week is the beginning of August. This is some wild stuff. This year is flying by. Hey, somebody send me the trailer. Hang on.
Always been the four of us. They've been through it all. But next Wednesday, the heart rate just dropped. Help! Someone help us! It's time to pray. Please don't let anything happen to her. Is my daughter still alive in there? What's going on? Say it right. Because the Sistas circle. It's crazy that one messed up doctor can have your life on the line. May never be the same. Watch your back for the rest of your life. For Black women, they don't believe us until we're dead. Tyler Perry.
I don't think that she's dead. I don't think that she's dead. Heck of a promo. Yeah, the promo for next week looks good, y'all. It looks good. Yeah, if the Oval doesn't come back, I wouldn't care. I'm going to be honest now. This season, y'all knew that I started off optimistic. It started off great, but then it fell into the same trap as like season 5. So if the Oval doesn't come back, I don't care. I don't care. This season's already better. Yeah. Like I said, I'm nervous. It's just like with Divorced Sisters. I don't want to jinx it because it's starting off very well. And then it's like, ooh, is it going to fall into the same pit? And look, you can't blame me for being pessimistic about it because I've been doing this thing for years, and you have too, watching these shows. There might be a stretch of like good, promising story and acting, but then we get to like the dragged out stuff, and then but I hope this season is good. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. In episode, oh yeah, I do have all those synopsis videos I have to do. So, well, I mean, I recorded, I just haven't edited yet. Karen is loved, sure is, which is something that I never thought, we'd be saying considering the past few years. But oh yeah, that's right, because Sistas turned 6 in a couple of months because it started in what, like fall of 2019. I know this stress what Karen is going to get for. Oh no. The last thing we need is for another woman to have some sort of pregnancy complications. But hey, go back to episode 1 where it was stated that Karen is 36 and that doctor told her she might want to think about freezing her eggs because women 35 and above have an increased chance of pregnancy complications. So this is playing out to be very accurate. Very accurate. Oh yeah, and then the fact that Karen told the girls that if it came down to her and the possibility of both kids being saved, then choose the kids and take care of them. I'm like, damn, that's some heavy stuff. But then I thought about it, Karen. I know you want the girls to take care of your children, but or child, but you know your friends. I don't know. That was a good part. Barry might Barry might still be alive. Man, I ain't thinking about the Oval. I ain't thinking about it. They killed Gene, so I don't care. It doesn't matter which twin passes. This is hurting. Very, very good. Very good point. Because right now it's like they don't know. They don't know. I don't think she was pregnant during this film. Well, no, I could be wrong because they filmed season 10 like right after season 9. So she, because I think on Keep It Positive, Sweetie, she mentioned that she's like a couple of days from being 7 months pregnant. I don't know. Maybe she was pregnant during this filming. I wonder how KJ felt about film. Oh, I feel like KJ is going to be well taken care of when her time comes to give birth. What do you think will happen with Danny and Tony? I honestly don't care. That's not me being dismissive like Dr. Cruz. I don't care about any of these love interests. Why was that doctor talking in the hallway where you could hear? That is a good point. Plot convenience. She said she filmed 2 seasons. Okay, yeah, she's pregnant in season 9. Oh, could be why she's wearing like the bedroom stuff, like the house PJs or whatever. Good point. Very good point. She did mention how there's one scene where she's in the floor. I think that's season 10 because he's a plant. Yeah, you're right. That one time the doctor said something was wrong. I can't remember. I can't. Danny needs to get kicked. Wait, what? What do you mean Danny needs to get kicked in the teeth? Oh, Danny and Tony need to go to separate ways. Sabrina. Yeah, they just need to drop that. I don't care about Sabrina in this whole thing because, like, yet again, she's acting like she's the victim. No, you are not. Be quiet. Oh, yeah, I did see the Beyond the Gates trailer. Apparently, the Articulates reunion thing is actually happening. I don't blame her for not recording it because remember, she just stumbled upon it. She didn't know what was going on. Glad Jordan is gone. I'm not holding my breath because he might pop up again. I don't know. How did Danny get to the hospital before Sabrina? Sabrina can't drive. I'm surprised Pam not at the hospital. I don't. Maybe they just didn't call. I mean, let's be real. I know Pam is her friend, but her mama and the 2 baby daddies are priority. But yeah, I'm surprised nobody called Pam. She's probably too busy getting freaky on Karen's desk with Trey. Died in a riptide. There might be a new Jordan. I don't think Jordan's gone. I think Penelope and him will plot against Andy. No. Just forget all that. Nobody cares about that crap anymore. Do you think Zach and Fatima should be together? I know they broke up to start season 4 as Zatima. I have heard nothing of them breaking up in Zatima season 4. I thought we've moved past that. Why call Pam? I don't know. Hudson's not. No, Hudson just got taken away in handcuffs. And I'm like, how come he survived but Jasmine didn't? What kind of bullcrap is that? BET Plus is where you watch Divorced Sisters. Oh yeah, lawsuit should be coming. I don't think they could sue for the stillborn though, because like Dr. Vaughn said, it was within the past 24 hours. So it's quite possible she lost the baby before, they even got to the hospital. Think Tyler wanted to see your reaction over Jasmine's death? Is Gary in jail? No. You would think Jasmine would still be alive and Hudson be dead. Yep, you'd think so, but Pam is not to be trusted. Nope. They should have brought Hudson back for season 9. For what reason? I can't sit up here and tell you that I know what's going to occur after the baby stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just think that the first like 7-8 episodes are going to be at this hospital. Do you think Hudson will snitch, or do you think Gary was acting scared? I don't know. I think Gary was possibly in shock. That's why I don't understand when Zach gave Karen Childs. Yeah, that's one thing I hated when the writers made it where Zach was just doing way too much, way too soon. Maurice, at least we heard his voice, so we know he exists still. I have no idea what's happening with Gary this season, and I don't care. He had way too much Gary last season. Yeah, he's over there talking about, oh, 2 fathers. Wow, that's interesting. So is that blood. Check it out. Just ridiculous. Hayden, I think, is in the seat. Look, for I don't know. They kept season 9 under wraps. I mean, I can't really tell you much because I don't. Yes, and Penelope too. She needs to go. What happened? Karen Flatline. She's technically dead until next week. we don't know yet. I hated that doctor. Oh, you must be one of the fathers. this asshole, man. No, but the doctor played his role well because I mean, didn't like him at all. I think the baby had died. I hate that doctor crazy. Yeah, he don't know who he's talking to. But yeah, I bet he would have treated Karen like a white patient if he knew about Andy and her legal connections, or Fatima and her underground connections. Yeah, Ebony did a great job. Yeah, she did. She did. Any other thoughts? I'm not ending the live stream, but I just want to make sure I address everybody's questions. Like I said, the episode's pretty straightforward. Heck, even the promo for next week, I don't think I'll have that much to talk about, but I'll have my breakdown first thing in the morning. Karen lost one of the babies within the past 24 hours. That's why she couldn't feel. Yeah, she couldn't feel it cooking. I mean, kicking. Because she said it's like, it's not. I don't feel much. It might be Zach's baby. Yeah, that's the best route. Separate the storylines already. Oh yeah, that doctor was anything but competent or caring. Okay, so any other questions? that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, I'm probably going to go to bed a little earlier tonight, wake up, get these videos done. I don't think I'll have too many videos to do this week. Is Karen really dead? Which daddy lost their baby and stuff like that? Because like I said, this episode is pretty straightforward. I think something was wrong one of them babies for a while. Yep. Do you think? Oh yeah, remember how Zach kept saying that he couldn't feel anything, a kick? Do you think Gary and Aaron are going to hang out this season? I don't know. We haven't seen these two on screen together in a long time. Andy can't fight. She might cheer. Remember, if Fatima taught her that one move and she used it to defend herself against that big white dude in the parking garage, so she could do a little something. No, he kept bringing up the fact that there are two baby daddies. Kept bringing it up. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Yep. Okay. Well, I'm going to tune out because I'm getting messages saying I'm frozen. But hey, we had a good talk. Thanks so much for tuning in. Keep your eye on the channel for content tomorrow, and I'll catch you later.